Marjo!
Oh, hey Hex, have you ever dreamed of exploring the globe to uncover the secrets of some of the most mysterious places on the planet?
Well, no, but that sounds like a
Well,
great
dream
trip.
no longer, because National Geographic Challenge is here and it aims to test your knowledge about many places around the world.
I already know everything about the world.
No, not everything, Darren.
Just try me.
All right, what's the population of France? Go.
62,616,488.
Lucky guess. Well, like other quiz games before it, National Geographic is a trivia game with an emphasis on geography. It'll test your brain as you go about the planet to see how much you really know about this big globe of ours.
There are a handful of game modes, including trivia-style party games, some picture puzzles for you to complete, as well as a career-based explorer mode. If you ever remember playing such educational titles as Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, one of the best examples of educational gaming, then you'll know what to expect here.
Ah, the elusive Miss San Diego. There haven't been many games that have educated and entertained quite like that 1985 classic.
But National Geographic Challenge makes a solid attempt with a multitude of geography-based questions, ranging from a country's size, famous landmarks, even its geological location relevant to other countries. Pretty tricky stuff.
There's also oodles of archived images and footage that you can unlock to show off some spectacular-looking sites from around the world. These can then be pulled apart and reconstructed in varying puzzle modes to see who can get the best time.
While much of this is beautiful to look at, many of the pictures didn't translate well into puzzles, I thought, leaving you to trial and error a bland piece of scenery until you found one that fits. Also, all of the puzzle pieces have to be manually straightened before you can even get started, so I found myself just going through one by one before I even began on the puzzle.
Yeah, that was the weakest part of the game, I think. Explorer mode is the real challenge as you verse up to 3 other friends in a Risk-inspired battle of the brains. If you're not familiar with Risk, it's a board game where you can battle opponents to take over countries and then eventually world domination.
Sounds like my kind of game.
But instead of clashing armies, you'll be clashing minds with a number of different question styles, ranging from multiple choice, picture puzzles, and even a few watch and answer video clip questions.
Players each take control of a different explorer avatar. There's a mountain climber, a deep sea diver, astronaut, and my personal favourite, the time traveller.
Time travelers get moving.
You then set about traversing the globe, answering questions about countries you land on to claim them as your own. Your opponents then try to steal these from you, but only after a few first-to-the-buzzer questions about the country you land on.
I found this is where the fun stopped for me, guys. I mean, traversing the globe was really clunky and annoying. The rules aren't explained very well, and if I landed on a country I didn't know much about, I was faced with up to 3 questions about it before I was allowed to move on and try somewhere else.
I know what you mean, and some of the questions are very specific, even on easy. There was one where I had to work out which Canadian city was further due north than the other, and it was only by a few degrees. How am I supposed to know that?
I can answer that.
I know you can, Darren, but you've got the internet inside your head, and I don't. Even with the inclusion of some wildcards that allow you to lock out your countries for a round, or send you warping across the other side of the globe, the game feels very slow and tedious. We tried this on the PlayStation 3, and you can use the PlayStation Move, but it didn't really help when it came to trying to select an answer quickly or moving around puzzle pieces.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I preferred to stick with the classic controller, but even then the constant menu prompts were maddening, especially in the quiz mode where every second round it kept asking me if I wanted to wager my points on an upcoming question. And by the end of a few rounds I just didn't care, and it appeared my character didn't either.
At least the characters you can choose are fun to watch. I especially love my ice climber's victory dance. Look at him go in these snowshoes.
Yes, you've won. Congratulations.
Final thoughts?
I know it's trying to be an educational game, but the best educational games are fun as well, and this just isn't. They haven't thought enough about the difficulty curve, so some questions are super easy while others are incredibly impossibly hard. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
The Explorer mode wasn't my favourite, which is unfortunate because that's basically most of the game. I did have some fun with the quiz mode when I invited a few friends around, but you may want to drag a grown-up in to help you with some of the trickier questions, if even they can answer them. I'm giving it 4 out of 10 rubber chickens.
On the plus side, it makes your homework seem fun in comparison.
That's true, Dan.